Hey guys, what's up? It's Fern. I hope that you are all doing well. I am coming at you today with another planty video. This is actually going to be part 2 of my Q&A. Many of you guys submitted some questions on Instagram and I've already posted the personal questions version. So today I'm going to be answering all of your planty questions. So today's sponsor is Glasses USA, who is a huge supporter of the channel. If you're not familiar with them, they are an online glasses retailer and they offer prescription eyeglasses, sunglasses. They also offer blue light blocking glasses at really affordable, awesome prices. They actually offer prices up to 70% off. As you guys already know, I love them. Almost all of the glasses and sunglasses that I wear at this point are from Glasses USA. They offer thousands of different styles and it's really easy to find what you're looking for because you can just check out the filters that they have and really narrow down your search to find that perfect match. I love how accessible Glasses USA makes buying glasses, especially the way that things are today. It's easy to just shop online and have them show up at your doorstep. They even have a virtual try-on so you can get an idea of what the glasses are going to look on your face. And it's very easy to use. You can just upload an image that you already have, or you can take a photo on your webcam and then it will just pop the frames right onto your face and you can see what they're gonna look like. I will give you guys a quick demo of how the virtual try-on works. So select the frames. I chose to use my webcam. You can upload a photo if you like. I have some uploaded on there as well. Snap your photo, line up the little X's. I decided to make this photo a little bit bigger as well. Perfect. And then it generates the glasses on your face. It's so handy. And they have a really great return policy as well, so it's really worry-free. If you're not happy with the frames that you chose, they do have a 14-day no-hassle returns policy. If you are interested in checking out Glasses USA, I'm going to leave a link for you down below in the description box. I highly recommend. All right guys, let's answer some planty questions. Okay, so I think that the style I want to film this video in is to kind of take you around with me and answer the questions while I can show you things as well. So I've picked out 10 of your questions to start off with. We'll see how that goes. I just don't want this to, the last Q&A, it was like absurdly long. So yeah, I'm so sorry if I don't get to your question, but I will do more parts of this as we go. So I'll probably answer it eventually. Okay, so the first question I am going to answer is kind of a two-parter. So the first part is a plant that you regret buying, and the second part is a plant that you love but will never buy. And I really like this question. So a plant that I regret buying, you know what? I'm kind of coming to love it, but Hoya carrii has been such a difficult, this is like my desk area, by the way. It's a bit of a mess. But Hoya carrii albomarginata has been such a difficult plant for me. I don't know what the secret is. It always gets burned on the side of the leaves here on the white part. This is only an east-facing window here, but it still gets burned. We actually had two, and one I left with Shane and one I took with me. I have since sold that one. And this is one that Shane has been caring for, and it's doing really well. So maybe he is like the Hoya carrii whisperer, I don't know. But for such a long time I hated this plant. I will admit I'm starting to like it now that it's like looking better. Like this is pretty nice. Pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it just puts out really wonky leaves. It's been really frustrating for me. I mean, this wasn't super pricey when we got it a couple years ago. It was like $35, which isn't like as crazy as they go for now. So it's not a huge regret or anything. It's just kind of a frustrating plant. And then for the second part of that question, a plant that I love but will never buy. The first one that popped into my head, and maybe because I just saw it recently, but the first one that popped into my head is Philodendron UPI. They are so cool, so nice, but I will never shell out that cash. I just won't. I mean, never say never, like maybe if I won the lottery one day or something. But yeah, it's a very pricey plant, but so cool. I really want the poor man's dupe of it, the Philodendron 69686. The philodendron that's something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'll probably just get that one day instead of the UPI, but dang, it is very cool. The second question that I got, or is it the second? Yeah, I guess we're on the second, is what is the most rewarding part of your plant journey? And of course, my answer has to be just watching my plants grow and thrive. One of the coolest things so far, because I've been into plants for about 2.5 years now. Wait, maybe 3.5. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But I'm getting to the point now where plants that I got near the beginning of my like collecting are starting to get big, and it's so cool to see. It's really fascinating to see them mature and also blooms. That is one of the most rewarding things. I get so excited when I see blooms. My Hoya Bella was just blooming, same with my Columnia, my peace lily is blooming. It's just so satisfying and it makes me so happy to see. Somebody asked, what are your favorite Hoyas at the moment? Let's take a look at my Hoya shelf. So my Hoya Bourdonnii, I recently mentioned in my favorites video, so I've definitely been loving this guy. An always favorite is my Linearis. I love it so much, and it's getting long and beautiful. Hoya sigillatus is one that I have really been appreciating recently as well. This was an import that lost all of its leaves except for one, and it's been slowly recuperating. I am planning on doing an updated Hoya collection as well. And an updated plant tour soon. I'm filming it this week. What is the top plant on your wish list? Well, great question. If we're talking unrealistic wish list, the variegated philodendron silver sword, I am obsessed. I would love to have that plant one day. I only have seen one account on Instagram ever post it. Whenever they do, I freak out. And I think that they are actually going to be selling cuttings from it eventually, this summer maybe, but I'm sure I won't be able to afford them. Other plants on my wish list, Monstera esqueleto, I would love that. They are so cool. And Monstera variegated, the Aurea version with the yellow variegation. Those are all kind of plants that I'll probably never buy because they're so pricey. But yeah, if I had to choose wish list plants, you know? Somebody asked me if I am into outdoor gardening at all, and I'm not, but I would really love to learn how to. However, I have grown these jalapeno peppers from seed. I have 3 of them, and they actually need some water right now, so I thought we would water them. I don't really know how to care for those much further than what I've already done for them. Yeah, I don't think that they need to move outside until it's like pretty hot though, like July, but I don't know anything about the like pruning or pinching or whatever you're supposed to do. Like I said, I don't know really anything or much about outdoor gardening or gardening like veggies, fruits, and herbs. But it's something that I'm definitely interested in and really want to learn. I'll definitely be putting a garden in once I own a home, or even if there's somewhere where it's like a stable rental for us where I know we're going to be settling down for a bit. So definitely something that I'm really excited for in the future. Do you ever feel stressed by your plants? And if so, how do you handle it? Yes, I do. I feel stressed about my plants quite regularly. But the thing is, I don't think that the plants are creating the stress. I think it can be stress from anything in my life, and then just everything feels overwhelming. So if I have a whole bunch of plant stuff to do, it's gonna feel overwhelming because I'm already overwhelmed, you know what I mean? But if I am feeling really stressed about caring for my plants, or just really overwhelmed like I was, honestly, like within the past month after my move, I was feeling really overwhelmed. I felt like I had way too many plants. So I listed a handful of them on Facebook Marketplace, and I sold them, and they went off to better homes where people could give them more care and attention. So that's definitely like one of my go-to things. If there's plants that just feel like a chore and aren't really bringing me joy anymore, then I will trade or sell or give them away. And other than that, I just tried to be patient with myself and be forgiving. My plants do suffer neglect sometimes depending on what's going on with my mental health. And I think that that is totally normal, and we just need to be gentle with ourselves because at the end of the day, they are just plants and we need to take care of ourselves first. There are times when I feel really stoked about doing a whole bunch of plant chores and I have the time to do it, but then there are times that I'm stressed and I'm uninspired and all I do is the bare minimum. So to get through those kind of rough patches, I will just do like the bare minimum of watering that needs to be done to keep most of the plants alive, and then just wait until I feel better, and then I will tackle a lot of the bigger plant chores. So I hope that helps. Best tips on the transition from summer to winter. Slow down on your watering. Your plants are going to be drying out much more slowly and their demand for water is going to be much decreased. So they're at high risk for rot during this time. You really need to pay attention to when they actually need water and how fast the soil is drying out and adjust your watering schedule for them. I actually do have a whole video on this topic, so I'll link that for you to check out. But another important thing that I wanted to mention is pest prevention. Whenever the seasons change, it seems to be prime time for pests like spider mites to come out. So it's a great idea to prophylactically spray your plants or at least be checking their leaves, you know, rinsing them off in the shower, just giving them good inspections, that sort of thing. That actually brings me to our next question, which is how to keep pests like spider mites away. And I have always been a big neem oil user. I know a lot of people don't like using neem oil, and I have found another type of spray that works for me. I think that this is only sold in Canada, but I'm sure you can find something similar. I know in the US, like, you guys have so many more options for pest control, but this is the safer end-all miticide, and this honestly gets rid of spider mites so quickly. I love this stuff. You just mix it with water and spray it on your plant. So any like spray, topical spider mite treatment, they usually work, but you do have to do them a couple times and really keep up on it to make sure that the infestation does not come back. Another really great option that I know a lot of people use is beneficial insects. I have never used them myself. If I do get a bad outbreak again, then I will probably try them out because A, I'm curious, and B, my collection is just so big, it's going to be just the quickest and easiest way to deal with it. But yeah, and regarding spider mites, just like catching them early is really important. So just make sure you're inspecting your plants so you can catch them before your plant is like completely infested with webbing. And make sure you quarantine the plant that you're treating because they will spread. What do you think of Lechuza Pon? Would you ever convert all of your plants to it like some people are? Well, I unfortunately had a horrible experience with Lechuza, but I opted to make my own DIY pon, and I've actually just started testing it out last week. So I will update you on how my plants are doing in it, and I plan on making a whole video about it. I have really high hopes for it. But to answer your question, would I ever move my entire collection into pon? No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would ever convert my entire collection to anything other than potting mix. Like, I really enjoy using different mediums. I like having some plants in potting mix, some in LECA. Now I'm trying out some in pon. I kind of like the like experimental kind of, it just keeps it interesting to try out different things. But if I had to choose like one medium to have all my plants in, it would just be like a regular potting mix. Because I really enjoy soil, and yeah, I like having most of my collection in it. Maybe one day I'll change my mind, but I don't know. That's my opinion right now. And the last question that I got is how to not spend so much money on plants. And I would highly encourage you to do trades. Trading is a great way to get new plants. It's completely free. And I would also encourage you to check out Facebook, because not only can you find like more affordable options for buying plants on Facebook locally, or not even locally, like sometimes people will ship. But you can also set up trades and just like find deals posted in Facebook groups, stuff like that. It's a great resource. I'm not a huge Facebook person at all, but I do enjoy the plant groups. That's honestly like the only reason I go on Facebook now. And also just finding new things to do with the plants that you already have, like finding new projects that you can do or giving your plants that you already have some extra care and attention. When I find that I'm really wanting, like itching for new plants, I will just focus on the plants that I have and just give them like a little bit of extra love to kind of hold me over. Like for example, to distract yourself, you could do things that you've been putting off, like putting your plants on trellises, doing propagation, stuff like that. All right, you guys, I am going to end the video here. Thank you so much to everyone that submitted a question. And once again, I'm so sorry if I didn't get to yours, but I do have them saved. So if I do another episode, then I will hopefully get to it then. Thank you so much again to Glasses USA for sponsoring this video. I will have that link down in the description box below. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave me a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more planty content. Okay, bye.